Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in a building, baby. We're going to the top. We're going to bring others with us. So please become a part of the notification squad. Peep Squad, hit that notification bell. Know each and every time I drop a video, be the first one to comment, baby, and tell me what's on your mind. Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 12, episode 1. This episode, I would give it a C minus or a C plus. It told the story, but it wasn't really full of that impact pack, baby. Or maybe because we all heard it throughout the whole summer what was going to be on the season. So let's get into it. Make sure you check out Liz's Jewels right there on the screen. Check out Liz's Jewels, her Instagram and her website, and get what you need and get what you want. I have on Liz Jewels necklace and earrings, so check it out, baby. So let's get into it. Let's talk about Kenya Moore looking all fabulous, got it going on, just glistering out there, just looking beautiful. OMG, she got it going on, baby. Let me just tell you, it is what it is. And her daughter Brooklyn is so beautiful and so cute. I was like, what is going on? I mean, this baby is just gorgeous. And Kenya Moore is trying to call Mark Daly, but Mark Daly's unavailable because he has nothing but businesses after businesses and all types of connections that he got to make and do, where he ain't got time to be home with Brooklyn or Kenya Moore. And basically, she's feeling the heat. She's feeling the sweat that, it's not easy being a single mother. It's not easy raising your daughter by herself because they live in two different places. But what makes it a little bit easier is that Kenya Moore has two nannies. She has a nanny in New York and a nanny in Atlanta. So basically, she's doing the damn thing. But it's nothing like having your husband right next to you and waking up next to you in the morning time, getting the baby, feeding the baby, washing the baby, taking the baby. But right now she can't experience that because there's some difficulties going on. He got his business in New York and she got her business in Atlanta. And right now, it don't even seem like they're ready to actually move in together. But the word on the curve is Kenya's willing to, make things work between her and Mark. And, Kenya Moore says she feels so bad for Porsha because of what she's going through and how embarrassing it is and how hard it is. And she wouldn't want to be outside and be in public and everything else like that. But damn, just that quick, the tables have turned. And Kenya business is out here in the streets with Mark Daly. But she doesn't really have actual and factual proof that Mark Daly's actually cheating. But Porsha, and she got none other than Torsha K, spilling the beans none other than Dennis McKinley, and then she makes it a cameo in this episode. So it's like, I know Kenya Moore's like, thank God the blogs don't know. Like, whoa, I know. Porsha is like, ooh, Tasha's out here spilling the beans about Dennis McKinley, animal porn and everything like that. And that, ride the white horse, the white dragon. I don't know what's going on with the situation. He's out down there in Cuba. It is what it is. Porsha, she don't know what to do anymore. She is depressed. She's upset. She's sad and she can't really move on. Basically get dressed, go to work. Her mom's there helping her and just basically consoling her too as well because she's just utterly embarrassed. And Dennis used to be there next to her, wake up in the morning and take care the baby, take care of PJ, but he ain't there to do it no more. And now the mama is stepping in at Dennis's place, and Porsha just feels all types of way because she done unfollowed Dennis, and it might not be sincere, but it's somebody else that he's sleeping with, and he admits that he has cheated on Porsha while she was preggo, and that's hard for her to forgive him because that was a sacred moment between them two of conceiving a baby together, and he's out here conceiving his penis in this one and that one. Like, that's way too much. She's going through it. She wasn't cheating on him, and he's out here cheating, knowing that the blogs is watching, knowing that they're like the couple that people watching in reality TV, and he's out here doing the most. He didn't clean up. He's supposed to have hundreds of millions of dollars in the bank. Pay these women off so they won't be out here exposing your thing, and basically be clean and don't be cheating on your wife. Don't be, she was supposed to be his wife in this January of 2020, but he's out here doing the most. And basically, luckily, she has a sister and her mother there to protect her. Her mother's hurt. Her mother don't know what else to do. She's trying her best to hold it on with her purple hair, looking like Storm out here. Ooh, Lord have mercy. She's doing the damn thing. It is what it is. Poor Porsha Porsha's like, that's embarrassing. Like when your husband cheat on, well, your fiance cheat on you, your boyfriend cheat on you, you just had a baby, then you got to deal with the world talking about the situation. You got to deal with the people on the cast talking about the situation, and people judging you, period, want you to leave, don't want you to stay, want you to go. They want you to do woman empowerment when you just want to go back to your man. And at the end of the day, Porsha and Dennis do make up. They do get it. They do get together, So it is what it is. And we got Eva and her situation. And basically, she just, talking about Porscha's situation. Like, Porscha's situation is bad, baby. But she also says that this is the first baby she had that was not out of wedlock. She was married when she conceived her baby. And she's about to do anytime soon. She already had her baby. So congratulations to her baby. And, her husband, Michael Sterling, does not believe the rumors about Dennis McKinley. I guess when it comes to the watching the porn and the white line and all that other situation, he believed that it's slander. And Eva had to bring up, I went through slander last year from none other than Marlo Hampton, because Marlo Hampton was saying that Eva was out here living from paycheck to paycheck, had a CPN number, and then on top of that, she was renting Rolls Royces to ride her around the parking lot and take off. And she has a woman out there in California, and basically there's a lie about her moving from place to place because she's being evicted. I was like, Lord have mercy. And Michael Sterling, like, it's slander. And Eva was like, I know what it is. I've been through it. I was slandered. So she can understand, she can identify with Porsha and what she's going through, because shit, nobody want to be talked about like that. And some people don't want their personal business out there in the world. There's some things that you want to share, but there's some things that you got to keep sacred between you and your partner, or you and your family, because it might bring shame and embarrassment, or you just don't want the world to know. But it is what it is. So Eva's just like, Michael Sterling, basically, he's ready to defend, Dennis McKinley. He got his back to the fullest, baby. It's going to be what it's going to be. We got Cynthia and her now fiance, Mike Hill, doing the damn thing. And basically, they're trying to plan, their life together, but they both live in different cities. They're both bi-coastal, but it's a situation because they want to be married in the same house, living under one roof. And that's what Cynthia wants, but her brand is in Atlanta. And Mike Hill's brand is in California. And we all know that, Cynthia Bailey's daughters right now, I don't know if she still is, but, for the summertime, she was out there living with Cynthia's fiance, Mike Hill. So they was living out there doing the damn thing. So she's living out there. So, her daughter can keep an eye on her man too as well, her fiance. But, Cynthia does not care if you call her thirsty or whatever the case may be. She will be posting rings. She knows what type of ring she want, how she want it caught. She know the dress that she want to wear. She wants to plan it in her schedule, the day that she get proposed to and the day that she get married, because it's going to be a big thing. I ain't a young spring chicken no more, and I love this man, and I want this man. I want him, and it seems like he want her too. And they both got a TV show that's coming out, a dating show too as well. We talked about it on the last video and my What's Going On Real Housewives, scoop or whatever the case may be, playlist. You can check that out, but it is what it is. So whether it took them time to fall in love, whether people think their relationship are real or fake, it seems like they genuinely care for each other and they can genuinely build together. They can build something together. And Mike Hill, I think he loves Cynthia and respects her too as well. But also, she's someone that he can build with and grow with and have multiple real estate and houses and stuff like that. He's want to bring it to a high level. But hopefully he's using his money and not Cynthia. But it is what it is with this situation. So they're going to have to make a plan how they're going to live together. Cynthia going to move to, California. Noel's already out there in California. Your baby daddy's out there in California. You might as well go. But, she got her, Cynthia Bailey's wine tasting or Cynthia Bailey's cabinet or whatever she got going on, a business that she just started out there. So, in Atlanta. So she don't really want to walk away from that yet because her face is the brand. And people would like to go there to see Cynthia sitting behind the table or sitting behind the bar. So we're going to see what they're going to do with this situation. But they already engaged and they seem happy. And more power to them, baby. And he said, take off that wig, girl. I like to see your natural. And she took it off. And he was like, hey, baby. I was like, you're so cute. And I think they generally like to play with each other and they have a good time, but who knows what goes on in reality TV with relationships. So we got Kenya Moore. She comes to visit Cynthia at her place of business and they have a conversation. They talk because because Kenya Moore is throwing a birthday party, a Barbie event for her daughter, and she wants to invite the ladies, so it's gonna be what it's gonna be. And so she goes to see Cynthia. The ladies look beautiful. Brooklyn just got it going on all day, every day. I mean, having two gorgeous parents. She came out beautiful. So they're having a little conversation. Cynthia don't care whether you call her desperate, whether you tell her to wait, tell her this, tell her that. I remember when Kenya Moore wanted to get married ASAP, but you know what? Cynthia was like, call me thirsty, call me desperate, call me what you want, but I'm gonna have Mr. Mike Hill. He's gonna be my husband. We gonna work this shit out together, baby. We gonna be living together, and we are going to build and have a prosper, loving relationship. That's what she's trying to do, and that's what he's trying to do too as well. So I will be posing with this dress, that dress on Instagram. Say what you want, but I'm gonna get my man. I claim it, and it's gonna be mine. I shall get it. Just like Kenya Moore claimed that she wanted her baby and she wanted a husband, and she got it. Now Cynthia's doing the same damn thing. So it is what it is. They talk about the Porsha situation where it's embarrassing, it's hurtful, it's hard to deal with that type of situation. Oh yes, it is. It's very hard to deal with that, especially in public, and especially when you put your relationship on display that is so wonderful. And then on top of that, you got Candy Burris, Tucker, that was out here trying to warn Porsha about none other than Dennis McKinley. But you know what? She had beef with Candy, and Candy knew his exes, so she didn't want to take it into consideration what she was saying. She didn't want to hear it. So, the blogs got in. Tasha K has made her, cameo on your show. So, some people think that Porsha sent Tasha K the information. So we have that situation, and so Kenya Moore trying to make the best out of what she's doing, being at home by herself, but she's not breastfeeding at this time and moment. And they're gonna have a party, it's gonna be good. And basically they talk about Nene Leakes, and Kenya Moore was like, oh, she got mad at you because you didn't give her the heads up. Well, she didn't give me the heads up when she invited my ex, because Kenya Moore said she had to kiss a lot of frogs until she found her prince. But I don't know if Mark Daly is a frog now, or is he still a prince? What's going on, Kenya? So basically, she was like, when Nene invited, the truck drive, the tow car carrying guy, so with tow cars or whatever, she invited him, and Nene didn't care. Nene didn't care that he was my ex, or he was trying to get some fame or some television time. She didn't care not one bit. She says, my party, I'm not gonna worry about invitations or who to bite. So basically, Kenya Moore saying, you get what you put out there. You didn't care, so why should Cynthia care? And Cynthia was like, I just don't know what to do about the situation, so it's gonna be what it's gonna be. I was like, okay. So, but Cynthia still to today claims that she has no information of Kenya actually supposed to be showing up. But she said if she would have knew that there was a chance in hell for Kenya Moore to come through, she would have told Nene Leakes, but she didn't think that she was coming at all. So it is what it is with that situation. And they talk about Porsha. The Porsha situation is really sad, and they're talking about it, and it is what it is, because it's a storyline too as well. But Kenya Moore is getting ready to throw her party, and it's gonna be off the chain. The ladies look beautiful, the kids look beautiful too as well. Porsha's still going through it. She's crying. She's depressed. She's embarrassed most of all. The blogs out here running with story. People doing videos. The blog sites, there's hundreds and hundreds of blog sites posting on the Dennis McKinley situation, because it's like, oh my goodness, it's a shock factor. Like, you didn't even know. And Porsha's claiming that she found about this online, but the word on the street is that she knew before, and that's why she unfollowed, Dennis McKinley. And that was before Tasha K put out the story. So, what is going on with this situation? But Porsha's trying to hold on strong because she's embarrassed. It's like egg on her face. And, and she put so much emphasis on this relationship, changing her house around, looking for a house, trying to, cater to his needs too as well. And just wanting to be his wife, and come to find out he's out here dipping and dabbing while she was pregnant. And he could have easily, if he wasn't using protection, could have gave her something. Because sometimes condoms don't protect you from every disease. He could have... He put her health and PJ's health at risk too as well. So it is what it is. The ladies meet up. Eva ain't really got nothing to say. She don't believe that, Dennis was out here cheating or whatever the case may be. Cynthia doesn't believe it either. Candy already knows the deal. She knows what's going on because she got heads up long time ago about what was going on with this situation. And also Candy has her surrogate too as well, and she's 14 weeks pregnant. I was like, damn. Candy was like, I had twins, but one egg didn't make it, but at least I got the other egg, and she's still happy and she's still proud of it. And you know, Ace got a little sister coming, so Ace is still gonna be the only boy baby. So it is what it is. They're having a good time, they talking, and then none other than Candy gets a drink, and it's from the lady Cynthia that has been out here accused of sleeping with Porsha's, you know, fiance at the time, Dennis McKinley, but now he's just her boyfriend and her baby daddy. And she says she does not know him from a can of paint. She has never seen Dennis McKinley. She don't know nothing about him. But the blogger Porsha K says, no, that is not true. You know him. You knew him. You knew him from Jump Street. You guys worked together, had business together. And now we have none other than, you know, Cynthia herself, you know, the socialite, you know, because she was on one of them shows, them reality TV shows, and now she's here, and she's basically wanted to let Candy know that she has not slept with Dennis McKinley. She don't know Dennis McKinley. She has not reached out to Porsha because she thinks it's weird to do that too as well. So she's trying to tell her ladies that I'm not here. I'm not Dennis McKinley's mistress at all. So let's get it straight. And so, you know, none other than Eva believe that she's telling the truth, and also so does Cynthia. Is she telling the truth? I have no idea if she's telling the truth or not. Maybe she knows something that she don't want to say, and if she, you know, is going to reveal it at the end, it is what it is. But she's on the show. I know Porsha got to feel a certain type of way. I wonder if Porsha did any investigation to find out Cynthia really and Dennis McKinley had a relationship, or they knew each other, because I would be feeling a certain type of way if I was Porsha and they done brought on Dennis McKinley mistress, even though she's claiming that she didn't sleep with him, and she really did sleep with him, and she really did know him. So now if you find out that they didn't sleep, okay, she said she didn't sleep with him, but then what about if you found out she knew him? So what's going on? So I hope Porsha got all her ducks in a row. She might have forgave Dennis McKinley, and she's gonna move forward with him because they are dating again. They are in a relationship and going on vacations in Vegas together, chilling and doing the damn thing. So it is what it is with this situation. I was like, I guess Cynthia wanted to clear her name. She ain't out here in these streets, and plus she got back on a Miami Wives or something like that. Atlanta Wives. It was some show that she was on. So it is what it is. So now she's out here basically proclaiming her innocence, and Candy don't really want nothing to do with it because she feels like it's going to be her fault because, you know, the situation went down at the Old Lady Gang restaurant, and we know the situation with Phaedra, you know, situation went down when, you know, Phaedra's ex-husband, fiance showed up to, you know, Todd event, but Candy said she didn't know. So Candy doesn't want to look like she's being shady or whatever, but you know, producers have to tell Cynthia that they're gonna be filming at this time and point, because it would make no sense for Cynthia to just be at the Old Lady Gang chilling and nobody shows up. You know what I'm saying? Don't make no sense at all. So what do you guys believe? You believe Cynthia slept with Dennis McKinley, or are they trying to cover it up, or is it true that she didn't sleep with him, or did she? Now we get to none other than, you know, Kenya Moore's, you know, party for her daughter. She wishes that Mark Daly was there, but he's not there. He, you know, he's handling business. He's doing more business after business after business. He's too busy. And then you see Princess, how she treated Ray J. Ray J went to like 3 birthday parties for his first daughter. So anyways, they're chilling. The lady looks beautiful. Cynthia came in there in her wedding dress because it's a Barbie theme party. And Eva, she showed up, but she didn't bring her children because she don't know how Kenya is. There have been some negative situations around Kenya. So basically, she's reading energy, and she ain't bringing her kid because she wanted to be in and out. She wants to be out and in and out fast and in a hurry. So it is what it is with that situation. And then, you know, everyone's there except for you know who. Eva came through. Marlo's not there. Nene Leakes is not there. So we already know that was going to happen. I don't know. Tanya's not there. So I was like, okay. So it is what it is. And you got Kenya Moore with none other than Princess, Brooklyn. And she's happy and she's unveiling her daughter to the ladies so they can meet her daughter. And it's a nice, fun situation. Porsha's there with her baby. Her baby looks beautiful. PJ's there, but PJ looks just like her father. Just like her father. Then Kenya got shady. And she took her daughter. She made sure her daughter got into the other ladies' arm because she didn't want the man with the hat to the back holding her child, because you know what, Mark Daly would feel a certain type of way. He don't want no other man holding his child. I was like, She took the baby and she said, you can't hold the baby. And he's looking at her like, what? Can you Moore is a mess. But that's her baby. You gotta protect. You gotta protect her. I don't know who you are holding my baby. So we have that situation. So I'm like, Kenya Moore is too much. And so we got the ladies discussing the situation of what Cynthia coming up to them and telling them that she's not sleeping with Dennis McKinley. And, Kenya Moore, she overhears. And basically it was like, we don't want to tell her right here and right now. We'll tell Porsha at another time, but it is good news. It is good tea. And Kenya Moore was like, none of them can hold a secret. And so it is what it is with the situation. And so they're actually having a good time. So everything's going well. And then Porsha, she ends up sitting down with Kenya Moore. And she lets Kenya Moore know that, Eva didn't bring her a child because, she don't know, like, how you going to be, if there's going to be any drama or, if it's going to be a good event. And she reads energy, and basically Cynthia was co-signing her not bringing her daughter because she felt like there could have been some drama. She didn't want to bring her child around any drama or whatever. And then, Porsha was like, let me just give you the heads up on what she's out here saying. And basically to have a heart-to-heart. But before that, Kenya Moore kind of like apologized to Porsha. Not really apologized, but like, we went a long way. We've been through it. We've been through so much, and we fought so long, and they fought with each other, and basically they both had babies. They basically both wanted babies, and they got what they wanted. Kenya got the husband and the baby. Porsha got the man and the baby. But right now, Kenya Moore and Mark Daly are kind of like undecided whether they're going to stay together or whether they're going to get counseling, because I think the ball is actually in Mark Daly's court. And Kenya Moore wants to work on a relationship and think that they need counseling. So they have a heart-to-heart, and it feels very genuine. So at this moment, Kenya Moore felt like, you know what, Porsha, I want to tell you some good news. The girl Cynthia from the blogs or whatever, she said she didn't sleep with Dennis, and she doesn't really get the story correct. So she go get the ladies and let them know, hey, I want you to tell her. I want you to tell Porsha. And they look so cute together. And the babies too as well. And they don't want their daughters beefing either. So, they really grew up. They're really more mature. And, they're running their mouth. But it is what it is. With the show, you got to run your mouth. And so Kenya Moore is being a friend. Let's see. And so Kenya Moore go gets the other lady, Cynthia, walking with the baby. And Porsha was like, oh, you done grab somebody's baby for protection. I thought that was so funny. And so they sit down, and Porsha was like, was it at the old lady gang? What restaurant was it at? Because she know that it has to do something with Candy Burris Tucker. It had to do something with her because, she was talking mess last season. I was ignoring her. Now we back to this. And now, I don't know if Porsha feels like, damn, Candy did give me the heads up. She did warn me. Or she just really feels like, she couldn't take any advice from Candy or look into what Candy Burris was telling her about, Dennis McKinley. So it is what it is. And so the story's left to, basically for Candy to tell, because where did it happen? At the old lady gang. Basically, it looks like she set it up and went down like that. It's about Porsha. They're working on their friendship and they're cool with each other, but they're not besties or whatever the case may be. But to have this lady come to the old lady gang where these ladies are sitting and filming, Porsha is questioning that, and everybody else is questioning it too as well. But, Candy's saying, no, I did not set this up. It was production. She didn't say production, but, it was production. So I didn't even want to get involved. I didn't even want to say nothing. We were supposed to wait to tell you anyways, and I'm so mad that it happened at the old lady gang. And Cynthia was like, what happened, Kenya? We were supposed to tell her at another time, but at least Kenya brought them in to tell the secret. So it is what it is. Kenya Moore can't hold water, and Candy feeling like some regret that, Cynthia had to tell her there. She knows who Cynthia is. They're not friends. They're not buddies. They're not friends like that, but they do know each other because, Cynthia be out here. And she's kind of popular. She's a socialite. That's what they had her listed on Atlanta Wives or something, like, oh, whatever that show was that she was on, that reality TV show. So I'm just like, okay, this was a good episode. We're setting up things, and we see where Eva and Kenya Moore is gonna take a left, but it's gonna be all right, because at the end of the day, Kenya Moore and Eva Marcel are actually friends. So it is what it is. So you guys tell me what you think about the situation. It's going down. Cynthia not playing. She's claiming her man. And you got Kenya Moore talking about, I kissed a lot of frogs, but I found the prince. But is, Mark Daly a prince, still a prince, or is he a frog now? And we know Porsha is feeling a certain type of way because her happy ending and her happy fairy tale kind of not ended, but it kind of crashed and burned. And now she has to deal with reality, with the demons that Dennis McKinley does deal with, and dealing with the people coming after her relationship. So it's a hard situation for her to get to. I was like, So you guys tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Much love to all my peeps and my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. We're going to the top. Please hit that like button.